like most transformation pictures, you have the before picture where it's like miserable, just like not looking happy at all. And the second one, she's flexing, she's smiling, and she looks literally like half the size of her previous self. What's going on, Swole fam? Welcome back to Forging Pillars, the series where we spotlight members of the Swole fam and talk about their amazing transformations and sometimes their trials and tribulations, because these are real people that are getting real results applying the 7 pillars every single day. So if you don't know what the 7 pillars are, make sure you check the links down below or the show notes if you're listening to this on the Daily Swole podcast. Remember, also check the links down below to subscribe to the Daily Swole podcast. It's available everywhere: Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you also leave us a review. So Forging Pillars, the 7 pillars. Also, the free download for the 7 pillars is over there at swolenormousx.com. You can learn more about joining the Swole fam and all of that good stuff. Links down below. So I love Forging Pillars because I love getting into these individual stories. And we talk about them often on the Daily Swole podcast, on the Daily Show, but I want to put an extra spotlight on some of these stories because they are fantastic. They are amazing. And these are just truly inspiring to myself. And when we go a little bit deeper and spend a little bit more time on some of these really, truly transformational stories, I think it can provide a lot of value and maybe help you get through some sticking points. So if you enjoy these videos, drop a comment down below. This one is from Rachel. Now, just first, take a look at this picture. Holy freaking crap. Like a completely different person. Like, Rachel, congratulations. We're all huge fans of your amazing progress, and congratulations on your amazing changes. And you're a huge part of the Swole fam, and this is why the Swole fam is so powerful, because we're all coming from different backgrounds, and some people are trying to put on a lot of muscle. Some people are trying to take off a lot of body fat, maintain muscle or build muscle, but lose a lot of body fat. They want to lose weight overall. And it's just amazing how so many different people from so many different backgrounds, so many different experiences can support one another towards their individual goals. So let's read Rachel's story and we'll get into it. She writes, "Fam, here are some more progress pics. November of 2018 to December of 2020. 2 years. It's funny because sometimes when I look in the mirror, all I see is the extra cellulite on my legs and booty and stubborn stomach flab that just won't seem to go away. But then I look at these photos and have to slap myself because honestly, why am I worrying about stupid minor details when I've worked so hard and have made so much progress? Like, seriously, what's the big deal? It's just skin." I have to remind myself to look at the big picture, or in this case, several big pictures. I have worked my ass off to get where I am today. I'm actually really confident in my body most days, but some days I revert back to the old ways of thinking. I'm so proud of the fact that I have changed my lifestyle. I love that my body is capable of lifting heavy weights and morphing into a healthy, strong physique. I'm especially proud of those booty gains. I don't need to bring negative thinking into my life. I guess this is just a little reminder for everyone to look at the positive side of every situation and to not let dumb thoughts ruin the progress that you've made. Keep making those gains, fam." Rachel, what an amazing story, and congratulations. You look like a completely different person. And like most transformation pictures, you have the before picture where it's like miserable, just like not looking happy at all. And the second one, if you're just listening to the podcast, she's flexing, she's smiling, and she looks literally like half the size of her previous self. And like, I agree with Rachel. Look, I've been training for over 20 years and I have my ups and downs too. Like, I have days where I look in the mirror and I feel flat, or I feel weak, or I just feel discouraged. Like, we all have those ups and downs. We have those high moods and those low moods. And the problem is when you're looking at yourself every single day, you don't always see that amazing progress, which is why it's great to take pictures or take videos and have some perspective, because when you're looking at yourself in the mirror every day, you see the same person every day. It's like watching paint dry or watching a teapot boil. It just seems to take forever, gradually, then suddenly. When you look at a picture from a year or two ago, and then you look at a picture today, you see that complete change, which is why, and you could drop a comment down below, because it's the holiday season at the time of filming this. So a lot of you might have lost 10 pounds or put on muscle or lost 50 pounds or 100 pounds or even more, like Rachel. And you're seeing family that you haven't seen in a year or 2 years or maybe more. And they're like, oh my God, you're a different person. Oh my God. And they're freaking out. And you're like, yeah, I lost some weight. I mean, I've been taking care of my health. But for them, it's night and day. For them, it's just complete a flip of the script. It's 180. For you, it's a slow, gradual process. But at the same time, it's easy to nitpick. It's easy to feel like it's never enough, especially with social media. You're on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram. You're always constantly seeing people that are taking anabolics or juiced out of their minds, or they're fitness professionals. Is all they do is train when you have 2 jobs and 2 kids and you have other interests and you're doing this for your health, but it's not your number one priority in the sense of like looking a certain way, but you're doing it for your longevity. You're doing it for your well-being. So it's very easy to compare. And, it's human nature to compare your body to other people, or what you think you should have, or what you wish you could have. You can say that about anything. Oh, I wish I did this, or I wish I had this, or I wish I started earlier. Like, hindsight's 20/20. Bottom line, Rachel, you are staying centered. And this is why with the 7 Pillars of Swolenormous, again, if you don't know what the 7 pillars are, check the links down below, download your completely free copy. The 7 pillars are the fundamental principles that the Swole fam follows, including Rachel, every single day to crush her fitness, to crush her life. It's community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, consistency. I can't do these like fingers over here. Those are the 7 principles. Those are 7 things that you can control day to day. And what those actual pillars represent, you could download the free ebook and read more about them, but focusing on those areas allow you to get those long-term results. And my point is, when I have those lower periods where I feel kind of bummed out or stressed, or I'm thinking about all this other stuff I got to do, because I'm like you, I have bills, I have other responsibilities aside from putting out amazing content for Swolenormous X and doing the Daily Swole podcast and doing these videos. And we all have responsibilities. We all have things that we need to do. We have things that we love doing. We have things that we don't like doing, but it's discipline. It's doing the things every day. It's getting that shit done whether we want to or not. And if you're focusing on, if you have the bullseye of the 7 pillars, you're focusing day in and day out on the things that you can control, guess what happens over time? Guess what happens over long term? You get amazing results because you're focusing on what you can control day in and day out, regardless of if you feel like it, regardless if you have a low mood or a high mood. You're consistent. And that's the most important thing. And Rachel is exactly that, consistent. So round of applause for Rachel. Congratulations. Let's show this picture again. Amazing transformation. And this is why forging pillars is so important. Rachel is a prime example of someone who is forging her pillars every single day. And it's resulted in amazing weight loss and an amazing smile on her face. We're really proud of Rachel. And if you want to join Rachel, myself, and the rest of the Swole fam, we got some awesome specials going on right now. You could join for less than the price of a pumpkin spice latte, for the less than the price of a peppermint mocha, whatever the heck Starbucks is putting out right now. It's the best investment you can make for yourself, because now the holiday season, going to the new year, not to mention everything else that's going on in your community and socially and politically and online. It's a hot mess and there's a lot of bullshit out there. So if you want to block out all the noise and surround yourself with the greatest people in the realm, the Swole fam, join us today. Links down below for swolenormousx.com, and we cover all your pillars. We have hundreds of yoga classes, meditation sessions. Like I said, all 7 pillars are fully broken down for you, and we have more content that you can ever imagine, plus the greatest people that will support you every step of the way. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Forging Pillars, and I'll see you real soon for the next one. Peace the fuck out.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown. You are the king in the